million examples of the Renault Clio have been sold in the UK since the first model debuted in a flurry of Nicole and Papa in 1991. It has a fine legacy that this French carmaker hopes its simplified fourth-generation model will capitalize on. Like virtually every contemporary car, this Clio is more spacious, delivers greater efficiency and is safer than its predecessors. Unlike its forebears that comes in a single-body style, a 5-door hatchback, albeit one with hidden rear door handles for a svelte appearance. Sales of 3-door superminis have been declining for a while, and although continental Europeans can buy the estate-bodied Sport Tourer, this is not a format Renault intends to offer in the UK. Renault pitches the Clio against tough opposition in a competitive class that includes the Citroën C3, Ford Fiesta, Hyundai i20, Mazda 2, Peugeot 208, Seat Visa, Skoda Fabia, Vauxhall Corsa and Volkswagen Polo, among others. Grown-up Clio offers personalization. Not only is the stylish fourth-generation Renault Clio offered solely in 5-door form, it sits slower and is wider. This lowers its center of gravity and has a positive benefit on the handling as a result. It feels more substantial and mature than its predecessors. Additional to the range of colors available, buyers can personalize their car with a selection of options including door mirror caps, grille bars, rear panel skirts, lower door protectors and wheel finishes, as well as a choice of roof graphics. To create a more bespoke interior, there is a menu of options regarding the dashboard, door panels, steering wheel, grab handles, gear lever surround, air vent bezels, upholstery materials and optional floor mats. Onboard connectivity tech. Of greater benefit is that many Clios will feature Renault's Relink multimedia system, with the availability of using it as an online portal. This features a 7.0-inch touchscreen incorporating SatNav with traffic updates. The system also links to Renault Relink Store, the automobile world's first app shop, where users can view or download a range of services from their car or computer. Relink users can also check their messages, manage their diary, locate the nearest service station or place to park, or send a tweet. Clios at the lower end of the range are available with R&Go, using an app on the driver's smartphone to connect to the car's system. Efficient engine range. Barring the least powerful petrol engine, all of the Clio's power plants are turbocharged for both performance and efficiency. Of the petrol-powered lineup, the T90 Eco is the most cost-effective to run, with a claimed average of 67.3 miles per gallon and CO2 emissions of 94 gkm. Those fuel miserly mods dent performance, though. The 062 miles per hour time is 13.1 seconds. The diesel-powered T90 Eco not only performs better. 062 miles per hour takes 12.0 seconds, it sips fuel at an even slower rate, with a claimed 88.3 miles per gallon and CO2 emissions quoted at 82 gkm. Renault doesn't offer an electrically powered Clio despite its expertise in EVs. Instead you have to opt for the electric-only Zoe for zero-emission driving. High-performance Clio. Renault Sport. Renault has a long and illustrious history in producing compact hot hatchbacks, and while the fastest Clios have between 200 horsepower and 220 horsepower on tap depending upon which version you go for, they're hamstrung for enthusiasts by an obstructive EDC dual-clutch automatic gearbox. There's no manual alternative. Still, they're quick. The Clio Renault Sport 220 Trophy can reach 146 miles per hour and gets from 062 miles per hour in 6.6 seconds. The handling will put a smile on your face, too, but as a package it falls short of the Ford Fiesta Street and Peugeot 208T. The verdict: we like the Renault Clio. It's well priced, has a generous equipment tally, and looks smart, despite having been around for a few years now. It rides well and is roomy, too. It doesn't have any particular weaknesses, either, although if we were being hyper-picky, then we'd counter that it's not as sharp to steer as the Ford Fiesta. But, then, what is? It's a good, solid, 4-star car, and still near the top of its class, despite its advancing years. Read the full Renault Clio hatchback review to see if this popular supermini is still bristling with its legendary va-va-voom. Porsche Cayman performance comes from a pair of petrol engines. The 275 bhp 2.7-liter flat-six propels the car from a standing start to 62 miles per hour in 5.7 seconds using a manual gearbox and 5.6 seconds with the semi-automatic PDK box. It has a top speed of 165 miles per hour when mated to the manual box, and 164 miles per hour with the PDK. The more powerful S does the same sprint in 5 seconds flat with the 6-speed manual gearbox and 4.9 seconds with the PDK box. It has a top speed of 176 miles per hour with the manual box and 174 miles per hour with the PDK. Prod the accelerator and the car springs into life, making short work of nipping in and out of traffic. Purists will enjoy the smooth shifting 6-speed manual box. But if you do choose the optional semi-automatic PDK box with paddle shifters, then you'll not be disappointed. The PDK gearbox is one of the best on the market. When it comes to driving dynamics, the Porsche Cayman is at the top of the class. The steering is precise and direct, making the driver feel at one with the car despite being electrically assisted. Whether you are driving the Cayman on track or on twisty B roads, the car is hugely rewarding. In fact, every time you get out you'll walk away with a grin from ear to ear. It really is that much fun to drive. On motorways the Cayman is supremely comfortable at the national limit. If you've gone for the PDK gearbox, there's a 7th gear known as an overdrive gear, which is used to make the Cayman more frugal while emitting less CO2. The Cayman's handling characteristics are not far off the famed 911, so the Cayman is almost a complete car. The comfy ride makes it usable as a daily driver. This third generation is an attractive proposition. Jump behind the wheel and you'll notice that the cabin has been made from high-quality materials. The cockpit has been centered around the driver, making it a splendid place to spend time in. The driving position is fantastic. The driver's seat is even lower than before, making it ideal for enthusiasts. The seat can be moved in a variety of ways, but if you want the optimum seating arrangement, then it's best to pick the electric adjustments, otherwise getting the correct position can be a bit of a faff. The dials are deep set, there's a short gear lever, and the Cayman has a flat-bottomed steering wheel, subtle reminders that you are sitting in one of the best sports cars in the world. Porsche Cayman comfort levels are high. It is easily one of the best cars to live with in the sector. Combine this with seriously quick performance and you have a cracking all-rounder. The ride is composed even on the standard 18-inch wheels. Although there is a high-end sound system in the Cayman, enthusiasts will be switching the entertainment kit off and listening to the glorious pops, cracks and burbles from the flat 6-cylinder engine. To improve the sound quality, you can enhance the engine note by pressing the optional sports exhaust button. Headroom and legroom are good, while the seats have a decent amount of bolstering for your back. The side supports are good too and will hold you in place when cornering enthusiastically. Road, tire and wind noise are kept to a minimum. The Cayman boasts a decent amount of standard equipment, and there's a long list of optional extras should you want to personalize your new Porsche. Standard Porsche Cayman equipment. Standard equipment on the Cayman includes air conditioning, CD audio with 7-inch touchscreen control interface, MP3 connectivity, automatic headlight activation, auto stop-start function, electronic parking brake, sport button, 18-inch alloy wheels, top-tinted windscreen, floor mats and a 3-year warranty. In addition to the more powerful, larger capacity engine, the Cayman S adds 19-inch alloy wheels, partial leather interior, and bi-xenon headlights. Customers purchasing a new Porsche can explore the potential of their new car by participating in a complimentary course at the Porsche Experience Center, Silverstone. This allows them to try out the dynamic handling of the car in a safe environment. New to the Porsche Cayman is the high-resolution 4.6-inch multifunction screen on the right-hand side of the instruments. The screen displays the most important trip computer functions and includes a map display for the optional Porsche communication management system with satellite navigation. Optional Porsche Cayman equipment for the first time, A high-end 12-speaker sound system can be ordered which is individually tuned for the Cayman. Another new feature is Adaptive Cruise Control ACC that includes Porsche Active SafePA and is available on cars with the PDK box. It's easy to use and is especially useful on long motorway journeys or when traveling through roadworks with average speed limits. It has a range of 200 meters and maintains a speed-dependent distance to the vehicle ahead. This clever piece of kit will automatically adjust your vehicle's speed right down to standstill. PA builds on the ACC system by helping to avoid front-end collisions. If the system detects a hazard, the system will give the driver visual and acoustic warnings. If the driver does not respond in the appropriate way, then the PA system will brake the car for the driver. The Sport Seat Plus system offers even greater lateral support with larger side panels on the seat cushions and backrests and more pronounced sculpting in the shoulder area. Electric sport seats and adaptive sport seats plus are also offered as options. Buyers can choose from 4 standard interior colors while there is a range of exterior colors. You can also opt for PASM active damping system. There are 2 modes to choose between, normal and sport. Only moderate damping forces are required when driving on a motorway. Switch to twisty B roads or go on a track day and you'll want to select the sport mode. This function heightens the damping forces, improving grip and body control, while the ride height is lowered by 10 mm, enhancing the driving dynamics of the car. Porsche torque vectoring is also available as an option on the Porsche Cayman. This system improves steering response and precision. The braking power is activated as soon as the steering wheel is turned, resulting in an improvement in performance and traction when cornering. Porsche Cayman safety levels are high. Standard kit includes front, side and head airbags, a sophisticated electronic stability control called PSM or Porsche Stability Management, and Adaptive Cruise Control ACC including Porsche Active SafePA. This detects vehicles up to 200 meters in front of your car and keeps a steady speed-dependent distance between you and the vehicle in front. Thanks to the extended body, carrying capacity has been extended by 15 liters to 425 liters when loaded to the roof. The designers have even added a luggage partition bar made of brushed aluminum to keep your belongings from sliding around the rear of the car. The glove box and door pockets are of a reasonable width and depth, enabling you to stow maps and knickknacks away from prying eyes. The only issue is that the lower seating position can make access difficult for those over 6 feet.